everybody, can you believe it is week 6 of the Half Square Triangle Challenge? This time is just flying by. We had week 1 and we created these blocks. We had week 2 and we created this block and a full-size quilt using that block. Week 3 we created these blocks. Week 4 we created these blocks, which 4 blocks made a starburst. And week 5 we created fancy pinwheels. Today we are going to create a new half square triangle design, and I'm going to show you how you can use your die cutting machine to make your half square triangles. Now, this die cutting machine that I am using is an AccuQuilt Go Baby. It is a smaller machine, and for the half square triangle sizes that we're making, it's perfect. The die for this machine looks like this. I don't know if any of you were paper crafters back in the day, but it used to be that for paper crafting, we had the same kind of die. Now we've gotten into thin dies, and actually next week I'll show you some Crafters Companion thin dies that you can use to cut your half square triangles. Now this makes cutting your half square triangles go super quick. It also, when done, has done all the trimming for you. The dog ears are cut off, and this is exactly the size you need to create the half square triangle size that you want. It's also good for people who might have problems gripping. So when you're gripping and pushing, you are using muscles that might be worn out or tired. You may suffer from carpal tunnel, and a lot of people can't use both hands. They are either left-handed or they're right-handed. So unless you train yourself to use your other hand, it might be really painful to do the die cutting. So this machine will help you with that. You don't do all the work, the machine does all the work. Another benefit of using a machine like this is you can take your leftover fabric and use it to go through the machine. It should be able to handle 6 layers of fabric. So from my fat quarters, I've had, strips left over. They were the perfect size to get lots of half square triangles out of the leftovers. So it also keeps you from wasting. So what you do is you take your die and you put your fabric on your die. You can make it lots bigger and just cover this area, or you can be super particular and cut it just wide enough to fit this strip. And when you set it just above the cut line, all you're going to cut is the fabric that is in that triangle, or it's really a block because there are 2 triangles. So then when you run it through your machine, you just move your fabric up, you can trim it and get the rest. So it's pretty convenient. So here I'm going to show you how easy it is. Now this is not my hand, this is my daughter. She came over the other day and I put her to work. So now you see how you can use this die cutting machine. Now there are die cutting machines that are electric, so if you really have problems with your hands and even cranking that wheel, which it is not hard. I mean, it's super easy. You would think that you would have to push really hard, and if you put too much fabric on top of your die, you might have to push too hard, but it's super smooth. It's not hard on your hand or your arm at all. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to chain piece my white and my black and press them, and presto, I have half square triangles. Let's go to the machine. So you can see, you just put the trimmed off dog ears together. Line them up and sew your 1/4 inch seam. And I'm using my scraps, so my block will be a mishmash. You don't have to do that. My friend Sherry gave me this handy dandy little tool. Let's see how well it works, shall we? Okay, so set it sideways. Okay, I'm liking it. Ha! Okay, I love it. Love it. Ha! What a great way to use your old blades. Look how fast this goes. Whoop. Love it. Okay, whoever came up with this, genius. So now we are going to press them on our Steady Betty. Still loving this Steady Betty. Highly recommend it. See if my iron's heated. Oh yeah. Heated. It's not mad. It just got hot. Now I've got a cat playing with the cord, I think. Maybe not. Yeah, this Steady Betty, if there's something you don't want to move, get it. And you don't really need a big one. This is the Pro, so it's bigger. But, I mean, you can't see there. There we go. This is the Pro. You do not need the Pro. There's one with a black surface. I don't know if it's the same material and it's just black, but I am loving it. And I forgot to point out, look, no dog ears, because the die that we used to cut this has the dog ears already cut off. You can't beat that. And you know, I'm just gonna leave them under that. See, when you leave your iron on there for a minute, not a whole minute. I mean, you could. I accidentally left my iron on there. I can't even tell you how long it was. But that's all. I mean, it's not the clapper. I kind of like it better. Uh-oh, that's white and white. So I'm gonna have, I know what I can do. I'm gonna steal a block from last week's that I haven't put together yet. Okay, so I'm stealing this block. Oh look, haha, looks exactly like that one. I had a suggestion for a fun name for my design board, and it is Deb. So design board, get it? Deb though, I like Deb. Let me do our design. Let's see. You know, I'm gonna have to build another Deb that's a little wider, I believe. Okay, so we're gonna do this, and we're gonna do this. Now this one I think I can do without even having to look at the design. Okay, I'm gonna try and mix it up a little. I don't want these guys all together. Let's do that. I said I could. See, I got cocky. That's what happens when you get cocky. Okay, we're gonna put that there. I'm gonna put you here. You here. here, here. Uh-oh. I was missing more than one. That's okay, because again, I'm gonna rob Peter to pay Paul. And here is this week's block. Now let's see what happens when we turn them all around like we did last week, because I think this week is gonna be better than last week as far as the design. And I bet that you could use different color fabrics to make it look like these blocks are kind of popping out. Now we could do this. So we've got white and black. Or we can do them all white. I mean, just, the number of things that you can do with half square triangles is just amazing to me. I mean, you could only make half square triangles for your entire quilting life, hobby, whatever, and you would never run out of fun things to do. So there you go. So I made some more half square triangles, and I pulled out some that I had made previously but hadn't used. So this is going to just be my mishmash blocks. Now this is white and white, kind of. But you know what? Let's just see what we can do with it, shall we? So here I've got some grays. I'm kind of wanting to get a look that is dimensional, like a 3D kind of look. I can't believe I'd never heard of the Steady Betty, but it's amazing. I mean, these blocks are not stretched out at all. Let's bring my little Debbie out and make sure I come up here. Then I want a gray. You know, I don't know. I don't know that they're dimensional. They're different. I'm not. So I'm not really sure any of them look dimensional. Yeah, I'm not really seeing dimension, but let's put this here. I believe this is going to be the final one. And we'll put it on the wall and see how much dimension we have. Okay, so here I have 3 grays and a black, 3 blacks, 2 grays. I think I want to at least do this. Let's do, we'll do that. Let's see. Okay, let me go put this one together. not tall enough. Are you all ready for the big reveal? Ta-da! So here we've got the more white in the center for the blocks, and here we've got the darker colors. I don't know that it looks 3D. I'm gonna have to take a picture of it to really tell for sure. But I think it's kind of cool. I like the 4 blocks or 4 diamonds. They're not really diamonds. They're 4 squares, but they're set on an angle. And this is week 6. Can't believe it. Can't believe it. So we only have 2 more weeks left. How are you all doing on your half square triangle quilts? Let me know in the comments below. Have a great day, eat some chocolate, and be kind to everyone. Until next time, bye. I can't believe it. No, it's not. It's week 6.